So flashback to 2019. I was a sophomore in high school working a minimum wage job at a restaurant, and I hated it. The work was unfulfilling, the environment sucked, and even though my coworkers were cool, I knew I had to get out. I made around 6K for that year, and I always thought to myself, how can I make more money? Flash forward to today, and I'm on track to make 150K this year. So how do I do it? I won't say the work is easy, but the process is simple. At 18, I enlisted in the Army and met many people from all over the world. These diverse perspectives, on top of the hard work it takes to be a soldier, helped me realize my time should be worth more than what I was being paid for it. I started networking, meeting more and more people, and asking them what they did and how much they made. I started to realize all the little taboos about money, like speaking about expenses or income, was just a bunch of bullshit designed to keep people poor. Most legitimately, self-made, rich people are very comfortable speaking about their finances and know exactly where each dollar goes. If you're too scared to speak about money, you'll never learn how to manage it and will keep yourself from growing. It will keep you immobile and stop you from wanting more. Speak with family and friends about making money. Find out who works at the top paying jobs and ask how they got there. Then follow their footsteps. If it takes moving to a nearby town to significantly increase your income, then it may be time to move or even commute. Never be loyal to a company when there are always better opportunities out there. Now, this doesn't mean to just quit a job to then take months to go try to find something better. That just means you're undisciplined and can't stick to your commitments. Quit your job on a Friday when you know you'll be working at the next one on Monday or something similar like that. Gaps in your work may show you as risky to employers and will also leave gaps in your wallet. If there is room to grow within your current job, you might consider staying. However, if the raises or promotions are not coming in fast enough or are not guaranteed, it's time to move on. You don't even need a degree to do this. However, it may help you in the long run to get one if you have a good career picked out. Don't go to college just to figure things out. You'll end up in debt with no usable certifications and no path to follow. College is for those who have a set path for an in-demand career, such as doctors, lawyers, engineers, and even tech. If your goal is to have a fulfilling career, even if it doesn't pay much, then by all means go ahead. But if your goal is to make as much money as possible and you're not looking to get into one of these industries, stay far away from college. I went to college for engineering and realized 2 weeks in it's not for me. Even as a dropout, I still make 6 figures, so don't be scared to take a different path. A far more favorable path may be to get into a trade, get certifications for specific jobs like tech or nursing, or start a business. Once you have one of these income sources, your goal should be to gradually increase the income from that main source while also growing other income sources on the side. Some examples of this could be a second job, investment income, or interest. As for me, I have 8 income sources, with my biggest ones being my full-time job and my rental property. Click the link in the description below if you're interested in seeing how a 23-year-old purchases property and uses it to retire by 25. Once you have some income streams going, do everything you can to continue growing them. Research into new ways to make money and replace your streams as best you see fit. Everyone will have their own strategy and higher or lower risk tolerance, which just means how much risk they're willing to take on for higher reward. I consider myself a very aggressive investor, which in turn could lead to much higher rewards. You must learn as much as you can about your specific income source and find ways to minimize your risks in order to keep your money safe and steady. Now, this is around the time when all the excuses come out. Oh, but I can't do it because I'm tired after work, or I have school, or my kids are too much. I have to decompress after work, whatever the case is. That's when you'll see the divide between the ones who say and the ones who do. You have to really look deep down and ask yourself, is this really what I want? Because it's fucking hard. This is where you're going to sacrifice a lot. You're not going to have time to hang out with friends and family. You won't have time to see family. Your partner may feel neglected and your kids are going to wonder when you'll get home. But if done right, at the end of the grind, 3 to 5 years later, you'll never have to work a day in your life again. The goal isn't necessarily to make as much money as possible. It's to eventually replace your income so you don't have to trade your time for money anymore. So that you can wake up in the morning and make breakfast with your wife and drive your kids to practice every morning. So you can travel the world for months on end without having to ask anybody for permission. So you can help your family during emergencies and give them the world they so rightfully deserve. And the world they deserve isn't necessarily materialistic things, which can be nice, but there's something even better. The world they deserve is a world with you in it. What they deserve is your time. So stop giving your time away to these companies that don't give a fuck about you. and give it to the people who love you most in this world instead. And the first step to getting there is to continue to grow your income. For more information on early retirement, click the link in the description below. This link will take you to my real estate course, where I will teach you everything you need to know on how to purchase real estate, specifically rental property, to retire in your 20s. This course is in the beginning stages. However, a pre-order is available for purchase at a much lower rate than what it will cost once I launch the course. So if you're interested in retiring within a few years, instead of 50, click the link in the description now for a discounted rate. Take control of your time now. There's no reason to wait. Remember that doubling your income every year is more than achievable. You just have to put the work in.